What is up, guys? It is Jacob from Quad Hunting, and this is the Lions-Eagles Week 5 preview. Welcome to Detroit. So coming off last week, the Lions lost 17-14 to the Bears in a really disappointing game. It didn't look good at all. Not very many good things to take out of it. Stafford looked unusually poor this season. He's been looking really great, and he played bad in that game. Well, not so much played bad, just the whole team just looked like they weren't playing that well. The lack of energy was showing. The lack of effort was definitely there. Golden Tate ended up getting benched for Andre Roberts, and you know that if you're getting benched for Andre Roberts, it's bad. So it was a disappointing game, bad game all over. But this week they're taking on the Eagles, who look good. I mean, if you were to say the Eagles would be one of the better looking teams this year, you probably would have been laughed at in the beginning of the season. But Carson Wentz is doing things right. Doug Peterson is doing things right, coaching that team. They're looking good. Carson Wentz hasn't thrown an interception yet in the first 4 games of the season, which as a rookie quarterback is pretty eye-opening. He looks like he knows what he's doing, looks comfortable. I know a lot of people were worried. You know, it was the whole, well, you were going golf or we going Wentz, and Wentz is the one starting. Golf's not even, has he been active in any of the Rams games? I'm not sure if he has or not. But right now, looks like Wentz is the right option, and it's looking good for the Eagles. They look like they made the right decision trading up. So I'm predicting the Lions to lose. I don't think this is going to be it's going to be another bad game. The defense is still crap. Levy and Ansah are out again. When the 2 best players on your defense are out, you know it's going to be issues still. Like I said in every video, still can't cover tight ends. We won't be able to cover tight ends. It's just not going to happen this year, I don't think. So tight ends are just going to continue to burn us. Our secondary is just going to keep getting lit if the defensive line can't get in there and start getting on the quarterback. Yeah, it's just secondary's not looked good. Linebackers haven't looked good. D-line hasn't looked good. The whole defense as a whole has looked awful. There's no pass rush. We're letting guys who shouldn't be getting 100 yards on us, getting 100 yards on the ground. It's just a disappointing season so far. I've never been more turned off by the Lions ever, and I watched every game during 2008 when they went 0-16. So it looks like there's just no energy on the team. It looks like everyone's just kind of going through the motions right now, and it's really disheartening as a Lions fan to see that. You want them to play good every day, every game, every day, but the Lions just aren't doing it right now, and I don't think that's going to change. Jim Schwartz is coming back. He's the defensive coordinator for the Eagles now, and the Eagles have nothing but good things to say about him. So I'm predicting a 35-17 win for the Eagles. I think they're just going to rip us apart up and down the middle. We just can't stop it. And our offense just isn't doing much lately. They did do a lot in the Packers game coming back. That Bears game, though, was really disheartening. Our offense just didn't look like it was playing that well. Golden Tate is still... I don't know what's going on with Golden Tate anymore. I thought for sure he'd have a bounce-back game last weekend. Everyone's predicting him to have a bounce-back game this weekend. I don't know if it's really a bounce-back game if you've been playing pretty crap for 4 games in a row. But he needs to get set. He needs to get set straight. The offense needs to get set straight. The defense needs to be beaten straight. It looks like the whole team right now, it just needs to be, something needs to change. And I'm starting to get on the bandwagon of Caldwell shouldn't be the coach next year. Good guy, bad coach. I mean, I know how a lot of people think, like, you know, the Colts were not a really good team when Caldwell took them over, but he proceeded to just drive that team straight into the ground after Dungy left. And he inherited a lot of talent with Detroit. He's supposed to be that coach that was taking him to the next level, and we had 1 year where we went up, and then and we had his first season, he went 11-5. Last season was 7-9, and I'll be surprised this year if we get to 7-9. I'm predicting probably 5-11 on the season as the way the team's playing right now. If that's going to change, though, it's going to start with this game. They need to surprise me and do something to make me think that they're not going to be a terrible team all year. So that's my prediction, or that's my video for this week, the preview. There's not really much statistically in it. I'm just speaking off the top of my head, and yeah, going to be an ugly game unless the Lions surprise me, like I said. So Eagles win 35-17. If you like the video, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, leave some comments, and I'll talk to you guys after the game for the recap show. So see ya.